What's up, guys? So I'm just doing this video quick on my surf belt. A couple people have been asking for it, so I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of the belt and what I have on it. So this is a Bianchi duty belt for law enforcement. I tried 3 or 4 different belts. I tried the ODM belt, I tried a rock hopper belt, I tried a flatlander belt, and this is actually, what I ended up with. This belt is actually pretty close to the Mac belt. I don't know if you guys remember Mac. They don't make any stuff anymore, but when he used to make stuff, it was, he made good stuff. So it's just a big plastic buckle on the front that, you know, just buckles like this. There's no like tag end or anything hanging off it. The belt is just a 2-inch nylon belt, and it's stiff because it's made for holding up all the law enforcement stuff like the gun, the radio, all that. So this belt is like 24 bucks on Amazon. It's super cheap. You could actually buy 2 of them, one for wetsuiting and one for, beach fishing. What I carry on my belt is just pliers, boga, and a knife. So I have the Van Stol pliers, the 7-inch titanium ones. These things are great. Definitely worth the 300 bucks because I got tired of buying pliers, and you never have to buy them again. I don't even really rinse these. But the one thing that I've heard people complain about with these is that they don't cut line very good. But I mean, any plier after 1 season, you have to replace the cutter. So, I just replaced these, and they're like good as new. I've had this for a couple of years. Then I keep a 60-pound boga on my belt. For the bigger fish, and for, I try not to weigh too many fish, but it's more for like bluefish, handling, a big fish, trying to get it up the rocks or whatever. I weigh them once in a while if we catch like a really nice one and I want to get like, just a pretty accurate weight on it. And then, I keep this aqua lung dive knife on my belt. This is the third thing. It's just a titanium dive knife. It's great because they don't rust. I never rinse this thing. I think it's like 80 bucks. Serrated on one side and plain on the other. All 3 of these things are attached to the belt with a lanyard. And all the holsters are Flatlander Surf equipment. He makes really nice stuff. I'm trying to actually get a bag from him right now. But, it's pretty inexpensive. I think this knife holder was like 25 bucks. The boga holder was like, I think 60 bucks, and the plier holder was, I think, like 50 bucks or something like that. So not bad. I mean, quality stuff. Like, I love this boga holder because it doesn't bang around on your, a lot of guys just clip it to a D-ring or whatever. This is great. It's right on your hip. And the other thing I wanted to show you is all 3 of these pieces of equipment I have on my belt. I electrical tape them in place, so they don't like slide around. Everything's taped in the spot. It doesn't move, so I always know where it is. Like if it's, the middle of the night, I'm going to grab it, something off my belt. Nothing is sliding around while I'm swimming or anything like that. So I just do an X with the electrical tape and then come around the front and then tape it in place like that. I think you can see that. And, the electrical tape holds up great. It'll hold up all season, 2 or 3 seasons, and then, you just buy a new roll and replace it. So the reason I landed on this belt is because I run my bag off my belt, and I usually wear it behind me in the back, and all the gear is on my right side. And when I go to get in my bag, I slide it around to the left side, dig around in my bag, and then slide it back. So a lot of the belts, when you put the one end through the other to like adjust it easily, the tag end is inside the belt, so I can't slide my bag. That was the issue that I was finding with, a few of the belts. So this belt is Velcro on the inside. You just adjust it to the size you want, and then what I do is I duct tape it in place so that I could slide the bag over the duct tape and it doesn't hang up. The only drawback to this belt that I will say is that if you want to adjust the waist, you have to cut the duct tape off and adjust it and re-duct tape it. But I only do that like 2 or 3 times a season. It's really not a pain to do. You just wasting like a third of a roll of duct tape or whatever. In the spring, when we're wearing like heavy sweatshirts and like thick neoprene waders and all that other stuff, you know, have the belt a little bigger. And then once like mid-May rolls around, you know, I tighten it up, so I have to cut it, you know, tighten the belt up, retape it. And then in the summer when we wetsuit, I have to adjust it again. But, you know, I'm only adjusting it like once every 2.5 months or so. So this belt was, like I said, 24 bucks on Amazon. This is, you know, this is what I use, and this is probably what I'm going to use for the rest of the time that I surf cast. This belt just worked out really good. And one other thing that I want to say is I just keep 3 things on my belt. I try to keep it pretty light. You know, even with your surf bag, like it gets heavy. The belt's hanging off you, especially if it's not tight. I've seen guys with like pork rind holders, bucktail pouches, and water bottle holders, and like carabiners and D-rings and things like hanging off. The entire belt is like full of stuff. And, you know, I find that you really don't need that. Like these 2 pieces of equipment I use all the time. This is more for like, the knife is more for in case of emergencies. But, you know, I like traveling light. It's easier for me. You know, I don't really need anything else. I'm not digging into my bag to grab a water bottle, you know, while I'm in the middle of fishing. I don't know about you guys, but so that's this is how I set my belt up. You know, this smaller bag is what I use you know, in the spring in the back bays and stuff. I changed the bag. I have 3 different bags. I have a 3-tube with a bucktail pouch on it. I have this bag, and then I have like one of the Blitz bags from South Flatlander. And I just, you know, switch the 3 bags out accordingly where I'm fishing, you know, how much stuff I need, blah, blah, blah. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope it was helpful. If you want to leave a comment in the description, just leave it below. I'm going to leave the link for this, the belt on Amazon, so you guys can see which one it is in the description also. So I hope you like this video, and subscribe to our channel for more surf casting content.